so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious, idiots, thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown, before the clock runs out. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. I'm afraid I'll end up nowhere. They keep saying I'll be fine, but how you know that I'll be there when it feels like I'm lying every time someone asks how it goes, and I save the details that actually mean something. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. I'm not gonna wake up. What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We're living like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive in the nighttime. There's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection lights a spark. You already know me when we dance in the dark. We're dreamers. We're living. We're dreamers. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive in the nighttime. There's something can see you want me by the look in your eyes. Tell me that you want me. I can see you want me by the look in your eyes. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive in the nighttime. Something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. Oh, 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 we come alive. Yeah, we come alive. Oh, 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 we come alive. We come alive. I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait and see if it's worth your while. So give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. Feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. Just take a hint, you got a free pass. Oh, try to hide it, but you had me from the get-go. Let me be frank, I'm not that complicated. If you need me, what's the use of playing games? No, there's no denying what we want. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
Oh, it was my favorite song. That's the Sparkle song, baby. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mentoring with Sally. Yes, I got it right. Woohoo! Yay me. It is Mentoring with Sally, and we're here every single Monday afternoon or Tuesday morning, depends on where you are in the world. Make sure you mark this time in your calendar. Hey, Marianne. Hey, Marianne, you're allowed to come and join us in the Zoom room because you're a VIP. So Kat will be dropping the link to the VIP room for you inside of Slack. So come join us. So for those who are never been here before and you're just starting to follow the Sparkle world, then please comment new below. And if you are a lifer, then you know what to do. Put a sparkle and a purple heart. That means sparkle love. That's what it means. So drop those down in the comments. And before we get into today's session, we're going to be talking about, I'm going to give you 5 tips on self-discipline. Who struggles with self-discipline? If you do, then this is going to be the perfect stream for you to be watching right now. We have a new person, but on the live stream, but there should be a link. I don't know if the link actually, I think I might have forgotten to put the link there to bring your little face up. I'm sure Kat can chase that down and run around and paste it somewhere. She's pretty good like that. Awesome, guys. Well, this happens every single week. So we come in here, we do a 1-hour live stream. I give you a little bit of content, teach you a little something about what I either study or know, or maybe sometimes I'm helping to teach myself because the best way to learn is to teach. And then we go dark after the first hour and I spend time with our VIP, so our Accelerator students and those that are part of the Mentoring with Sally program. So this happens every single week except for during launch weeks and also during Christmas. We do take time off over Christmas and public holidays, but if I get sick, then one of the team members fill in. So you may have missed us for the last couple of weeks because we've just come out the back end of a launch. So when we launch, we run live training. That's what we do. We always run live events every few months, and then we get new people who join us inside of the Sparkle world, and we've got a few of them starting to jump on in now. Look at the VIPs. Hi, VIPs. They're slowly coming on in. Thank you so much, Mary Ann. Oh my God. I actually worked out it was November 2020 since I last had my hair colored. Oh, crazy, right? So 6 hours in the chair, by my hairdresser, who I'm not allowed to say who she is because she only does it for me. She said, don't tell anybody, don't tell anyone, because it takes a long time. She has an amazing amount of patience. There we go. Kat has been jumping around. That's where you need to go so that we can see your face. I believe that's Kat. So whatever device you're on, Kat, you need to click on it too. And then I can actually see your face wherever you're typing and commenting. That is, so yeah, the restream one. Thank you very much, Kat. Awesome, guys. Well, let me know, everyone get out their little tippy tap fingers right now and let me know if you struggle with self-discipline. Do you struggle with self-discipline? Getting shit done? You know I like to get shit done. But today I want to talk to you about self-discipline. So let me know if this is something that you're like, yes, I needed this today. Because I'm going to share with you 5 ways you can improve your self-discipline. Now, we're going to use this for a podcast episode as well. So I'm going to actually start the episode properly in a minute. All right. So Vanessa says 100% she needs this. Okay, so Deanne says, I tell you in my new chair. Okay. Not sure what that means, but I hope your new chair is awesome. Yes, from Facebook user. And I see there's lots more eyeballs on me than just 3 people. So come back. Check out the hair, baby. I hope you're checking out the hair. All right. So So if you struggle with self-discipline, today we are talking about 5 different ways in which you can improve your self-discipline. And by implementing these 5 strategies, it's going to give you the ability to get stuff done, get shit done, or whatever you need to do, sometimes even whether or not you feel like it. You see, self-discipline is the number 1 quality that it takes to make everything possible. Especially if you're a business owner, we don't have a boss to report to. We have to show up regardless of, what everybody else says or does, right? We have to continue to show up. So, have you ever wondered why some people achieve incredible things? They reach incredible heights within whatever field that they're in. Now, there are many, many factors that do influence their success, but the one common thing that people who achieve great things in life and in business is they have a great amount of self-discipline. The fact is, nothing can really be achieved without it. Now, I need to figure out, I'm just going to stop right here, and for the guys editing this, edit this bit out, or can you mark that down? Where do I turn off the ding-dongs? I need to turn off the ding-dongs. Let's have a look here. Who knows? Somebody told me the other day where to turn off the ding-dongs, but I really don't want the ding-dongs going. Music, advanced, nope. Recording profiles, no. Somebody told me, I think it was Megan the other day, told me how to turn my ding-dongs off when people enter the room. Oh, they're very annoying, those ding-dongs, I know. I don't know. If somebody can Google that for me, that would be super helpful. Thank you, Sarah. She says she loves my hair. All right. So back to actual content, which my podcast manager will chop all of that bit out. But if someone can find out where to turn the ding-dongs off when people enter the Zoom room, that would be awesome. All right. Actually, what if I turn that one down? That might help it. All right. Where were we? All right, let's just go from here. It's not in your notification settings. No, I went into audio settings. Anyway, here we go. All right, so if you have self-discipline, it is luckily a skill that can be learnt. And you can cultivate it over time by continuously practicing it until it becomes something that you do automatically, just like any other skill, right? So today, let me share with you 5 different tips that will help you to improve your self-discipline. So first, my very first Aha, there we go. Thank you. I tell you, it's one of those days. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can't believe all of the things that are going wrong today. Hello, we're back. We are no longer on mute. All right. So my first hack for you for improving your self-discipline is to try to do some time blocking. All right. We call them power hours, power 15 minutes, power 20 minutes, but set aside, let's just say every day you set aside 15 minutes every day to work towards whatever your goal is. Okay? And if you block off this time in your schedule or in your planner and you treat this time as a standing appointment that you have to show up for no matter what. Okay? Now, if you think about it, 15 minutes a day, it doesn't sound like very much. And I'm sure you can do more than 15 minutes, but I want to give you some other things to consider. If you do this 15 minutes where you literally have it in your calendar and you've got to show up, a standing appointment, then after 1 month, you've actually spent 7 hours dedicated towards that one most important goal. Now, after a year, that's 84 hours towards that major goal. So that's like over 2 full weeks of full-time work just by one 15-minute block working on the one thing that is a standing appointment. So the first one is to commit yourself in small increments to put that time aside, and don't allow yourself to make excuses. Who's a bit of an excuse maker? Yeah, be totally honest. Don't, okay? Put it in your calendar, and anyone can carve out 15 minutes to actually work on something that is super, super important to them. So if you keep on working at that one thing in that 15-minute block, you will be astonished how far you will actually be able to get in 1 month. Think about it. In 1 month, how far you will get. Yeah. So the second thing I want to talk to you about is finding an accountability partner, or I call them battle buddies, right? And this is a great way for you to be able to honestly find that partner. It's so powerful and such a simple way to help build self-discipline into you achieving your goals. An accountability partner, if you don't know, is somebody who knows what your goals are, okay? And you are both working towards your own goals and you help each other stay focused. So let me know if you have your own accountability partner. Now, accountability partners, why are they so helpful? It's because, well, many of us find it really easy to let ourselves down, right? Make excuses and not do the doing. But if you don't do it with your accountability partner, you're actually letting them down. So if you keep your goals private, then you've only got yourself to report to. But if you have an accountability partner, you're less likely to abandon your goals because you've got that somebody special, that person that will show up for you just as you will show up for them. And, you know, us as humans, we like to be with people. We like surrounding ourselves with people who are driven and also like-minded. So find a friend, find a co-worker, find any accountability partner you can and share with them what is your goals and get them to share it with you. And then you know what you can do is you can marry up your time blocking as well so that you are both working at the same time together with your achieving your goals, okay? So that is tip number 2, is to find an accountability partner. Number 3 is to remove temptation. Building self-discipline takes a lot of effort and energy. So you can help yourself by removing temptation that may help you to lose focus, to get thrown off track. All right, so for example, if you're trying to lose weight, remove all the unhealthy food from the cupboards, right? Or if you are trying to have better habits in regards to turning up for and doing focused work, turn off all your notifications while you're doing the time blocking tasks. All right. So, or your power hours or 15 minutes. That way you don't get distracted by the little bing, you've got mail, or you don't get distracted by that little red number that pops up next to like Facebook and Instagram. I turn mine off. I don't need to know how many unread notifications that I have. I will go in there when I'm ready to check them out. I don't need to see a big blinking 9+ or 99+ on there. So turn them off, okay? And then you remove the distractions. If you're trying to fix your spending habits, for example, actually specify the budget that you need and make sure that you are staying within that budget and removing the temptation for actually spending the money. So, for example, we have an account, which we call our hold account. And if you've read Profit First, you will understand this. So, for example, our tax moves into a tax hold account. And if I want to touch it, it takes 3 days for it to move back to my account. Or our profit, right? We use that to pay bonuses. If it's there, I might just spend it on ads. So we move it into a hold account. And if I want it, I have to wait 3 days for it to come back. So I'm removing the temptation of actually spending that money. So that's another one. And, it does take a lot of energy, right, to remove temptation or to be self-disciplined. So wherever you can, remove those distractions, those roadblocks, and you're setting yourself up in a better environment to be able to be more self-disciplined. It's going to help you no matter what. All right. Now, my tip number 4 is remind yourself about your why. Let me know, comment, send me a message, wherever you're listening to this right now. What is your why? You see, our why is the thing that's going to keep us moving forward. And it is the most successful thing that will help you keep going when times get tough. You try to be self-disciplined, but if you don't know your why, you're more likely to not stick to it. You need to focus your energies on your highest priority tasks. Here inside the Sparkle world, we call them IPAs, income producing activities, right? So that you're not wasting time on those unproductive activities. Now, it may sometimes feel like a really superhuman feat that you have to go through to achieve your why or your goals, but the most successful men and women out there, they actually continuously go back to their why to help them improve their self-discipline. By remembering your why, it helps with that underlying reason. Why do you get out of bed in the morning? Why do you work so tirelessly towards your goals? And every now and then, you need to stop and just ask yourself, what is your why? Even after you've completed your goal, ask yourself, has that goal taken me towards my why? Even put yourself into the future. Do some future pacing and say, hey, if I don't do this thing, what will life look like in 6 or 12 months' time? If I do it, what will it look like when I do? So remembering that everything you choose to do and working towards that larger goal, it becomes much, much easier to stay focused when you can visualize yourself being successful, thinking about what will happen when I do that thing. It will have a huge impact on you improving your self-discipline. And every little thing that you do, it's like a little stoke of the fire can create an amazing amount of energy that actually helps to propel you forward towards your future and your full potential. So always come back to your why. And the last one of my most favorite books, I had to bring this one up, is Eat That Frog. It was a book written by Brian Tracy. If no one's read it, put it on your reading list, okay? Now, this is a great way to show off how self-disciplined you can be. It will increase your productivity. And Eat That Frog means do the biggest, baddest, ugliest, the thing that you're like, oh, I don't want to do that. First thing in the morning. Start your day off with the hardest thing first, and then everything you do for the rest of the day, it feels like a breeze in comparison to that big thing that's been plaguing the back of your brain. They're saying you need to do that. You need to do that. And once you've done that most hardest, most unpleasant thing, eating that big ass dirty frog, it will help you to then prioritize everything else that you do ahead. So it'll help you to prioritize your time blocking. It will help you to prioritize removing temptations. But it's always possible for you to turn your dreams into a reality when you fully commit to working on developing your self-discipline. We're not born with it, but it is a skill that you can learn. And with practice, with dedication, you can use your own self-discipline to propel you forward. And the only time to start is now. So what I want you to do, no matter where you are watching or listening to this, I want you to write to me a commitment statement that you are going to choose at least one of these to get better at this month, okay? You don't have to choose all 5 to start with, but what is one of those things that you are now going to start to implement for the next 30 days? And then the next 30 days, pick something else. And when you do it over and over and over and over again, it will become habit. Yes? All right. Now, that's right. Now, the only way to move forward is to have the right plan. So let's come back here. So hopefully that's been super helpful for you. But if you want the right plan when it comes to really unlocking your potential, I want you to send me a DM, okay? Because I would love to help you to create a plan that will help you to rapidly execute your goals and with efficiency so that you're choosing the right things in the right order, and no matter what comes your way, you will achieve your goals. So I'd love to hear from you. If you would like to know more about how to choose the IPAs and to be able to take your coaching, consulting, or course creation business and focus on the one thing that's actually going to give you momentum and growth, then please send me a DM. I would love to help you unlock your potential and map that out for you. But my question for you is today, now that you have this newfound ability to say, hey, I'm going to develop my self-discipline, what are you going to achieve this year? Let me know, what are you going to achieve this year? I want you to leave a comment, send me a DM. I'll be watching and I'll make sure that I comment and reply to each and every single one of you. And if you've liked watching this video, make sure wherever you are, you like it, you follow it, you subscribe it, you comment and all the things, okay? And thank you so much for watching. We are now going to head into live Q&A over in the VIP room. Now, I said there's lots of eyeballs out there. If you are an Accelerator student or one of the Mentoring with Sally clients, come into the VIP room so that you can come hang out and answer questions. I'm going to head on over to the VIP room now and I'm going to ask key takeaways. Sorry, Sarah's already got a camera on. Everyone else, it's very quiet in here today. All right, so what I want you all to do is even if you're out there in the big wide world, whoa, what is going on down there? Something's gone awry. Look, I tell you, today's one of those days. It's meant to say at the bottom there, if you have a question, what is it doing? If you have a question, then, oh, I see what it's done. It's defaulted to some weird font. Let's just try and pick some random font here. I don't know why. Has it fixed it? No. Look at that. Wow. It's one of those days, Sally's not having a good day. So even if you're on the live stream, I want you to drop a cue. If you've got a question or you want to share a key takeaway, then please, let us know below. I can see Deanne is saying she doesn't eat that frog. Well, she's going to start, right? Tackle. Yes, habit. We've got here, Natasha says, habit stacking is definitely the best way. Yes, one thing at a time. All right. Deanne says, I need an accountability of my your text bills. All right. How do I text bills of my life? I'm not exactly sure what you mean right there. All right. So, VIPs, let me know. Let me just check. Hopefully all the sounds are going to come through in the right places. What is your biggest takeaway from today? So let's start with Sarah. What's your biggest takeaway? Yep. All right. For those out there on the live stream, I was trying to fix the sound. So Sarah says she needs to get more focused and stop chasing shiny balls. And you're definitely going to start to implement. Which was the one that really stood out to you the most? Sorry, Sarah, that you wanted to do?
I think I need to focus on my why.
Your why. Yeah. That future pacing is really good. Come see Jackie. She's good at it. You know that. But yeah, focusing on your why and future pacing, seeing where you'll be if you don't do the thing. Just those little things. And I know you shared coming through launch and actually watching the back end of us doing that launch. How was that for you, experiencing it from our side? Because you stepped up to give us a hand when one of the team members got sick. You're like, yeah, I'll help. How was that for you, experiencing a live launch Sparkle style?
It was pretty intimidating. I mean, I love how organized it was and how everybody had their role, and that was all very well laid out. But just the magnitude of what goes into it kind of blew my mind. And as a step-in success coach, it really helped me kind of step out of my comfort zone and do things that I know I need to do and that I need to get better at. So it gave me some practice in that direction. So I'm grateful for that. And yeah, it was an amazing experience.
Yeah. Well, for those who are watching, we are actually doing a behind the scenes session next week, and you can go to sparkleclassacademy.com/BTS for behind the scenes. So sparkleclassacademy.com/BTS and register. We're actually going to run a class and give people a bit of a look behind the scenes of what it takes to run $1 million business and how we help other clients create 6 and 7 figure businesses. So you want to get a look behind the sparkly curtain, make sure you go and register for that. What about you, Karen? What was the biggest takeaway for you from this morning's session?
I like having an accountability partner. I haven't used it as much as I should. And so that's probably the big thing right now is I need to get more regular on that and really make it a point of keeping in touch and keeping focused, because I have a lot of things that come up, and so I need to push the noise aside and really find a place to focus.
Book a date and a time with your accountability partner. So you both show up. This is what we do. At the start of the session, we say, what are you working on? And then we set a timer, and then we do the working. And at the end, we report back to each other. So, and it's a set time in the calendar every single week that you catch up with your accountability buddy to make sure you did. And then at the end, before you go off in your own direction, so we do like a calendar blocking time. And then before you head off, you talk about what are you going to achieve this week. So also not just what you do together in that set time, but what are you going to achieve between now and the next time you meet up? So then when you come back together, you report in, you hold each other accountable, you say, then you do a working session, and then again, at the end, you say what you're going to achieve for the week. Get into that pattern because it'll help you and help them.
Right. And it has helped when we get together for the Funnel Academy and we get the things out of the way, and then we stay and we work for, we have like a set time limit, and then we're kind of getting that accountability in there too. That I really like that.
Yeah, well, that's what we do when we go dark as well. We always have a working session. So yes, we'll definitely be doing that today. We set our goals, and we also have a working session once we go dark, on the dark side. What about you, Robin? What was a big takeaway for you today?
I guess for me, it was similar to what the other girls have already mentioned. A reminder of those things, but also the fact of the 15 minutes the 15 minutes add up over time. Like, they can seem like not very much, and you might only get a little bit done, but the little bit gets added to the next little bit, which gets added to the next little bit, which gets added to the next little bit, which over time adds up to something much more significant.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty crazy. 7 hours, just 15-minute blocks in a whole month. 7 whole hours. And of course you're doing more than 15 minutes, but it was just to show what such a small little thing can create. Yeah, pretty awesome. What about you?
7 hours over a month. 7 hours over a month is a whole day's work.
Right. And imagine if you did 4 of those 15-minute blocks every single day, right? It's amazing what you can do when you actually choose the right tasks, right? When you choose the right tasks. Angela says, I am a procrastinator. Stop it. Self-discipline, right? Because there are so many things that you could be working on. You've got to choose the right things. Those income producing activities. I know some people I won't say names, but can spend hours just picking a photograph. And imagine what you could get done. Sarah's actually owning up to it. I love it. Could spend hours just on something so simple, but it's not a thing that's actually going to take your business forward. It's always at the beginning, especially when you're a solo entrepreneur and you haven't yet got your first VA. It's usually writing emails, building the funnels, doing sales calls, reaching out and qualifying people. They're the things that are going to make you money. It doesn't need to be so. We've got a few people raising their hand going, yep, me, 5 hours picking an image, yes. Or choosing the right font or choosing the right color, right? It's funny, but it's not funny because you're holding yourself back from that real momentum when you're actually, focusing on insignificant tasks that may feel significant. It's just creative avoidance at its best. It's like, if I do this thing, then I won't have to do writing emails or talking to people or trying to qualify people to get them onto the phone to have a conversation, which is actually the things that are going to make you money. Those income producing activities should be the first things that you think about doing each and every day. Sarah says, I think my creative avoidance is me being afraid of what comes next. Yes, I get that. Tell me more, Sarah. I'm interested if you want to share. What is it that it scares you when you're in creative avoidance? What worries you about what comes next?
I think it's putting my stuff out there. You know, publish it or sharing my offer, doing the challenge, doing the launch, all of that, because and that realization came to me during the boot camp, because I, being part of the team, I was privy to conversations, but it was at a very high level. And that's how you run a business. You're focusing on your ads, and you're focusing on where your leads are coming from, and where you're getting the biggest ROI on your marketing money, and those kinds of things. And I don't know how to do that. I'm a dog trainer.
Isn't that why you hired me?
It is. But, these are things that I have to work through. And it was just a huge eye opener for me that I want to be that person who can get away from the minutia of building and Facebook posts. And, I love to build, but I don't, as a business owner, I don't think that's the best use of my time. And so I want to be that person that can have all that done and plan a launch, and have a marketing strategy, and be able to review the results and make changes accordingly. But that's very scary to me.
Yeah, well, remember, we're here to do all of that and help you with that. Our goal is for you to launch so you make money, and then you can start hiring people to step into, like, your first couple of launches I will want you to hire a VA as soon as possible. Some people are hiring VAs halfway through their launch because that takes you away from doing some of those tasks you don't want to do. And part of being in the Accelerator program is your staff get trained by us as well. So, get that launch out there so you can make the money, and then you can stop doing some of the things that you don't want to do. And, your staff can then get trained by us. That's why when people join us, it's not just them joining a course. They're literally hiring us and our whole team, getting all of our systems and processes to plug them into your business and to train up you and your team. So the quicker we can get you launched and dial that funnel in, the quicker we can, start hiring you out of the things you don't want to do. But you got to launch. I can't do that one for you. I can help you build all the funnels and give you all the emails and all the automation and the landing pages and all the things, but you still have to hit the button and run the launch. So can you set a deadline for yourself for actually launching, so that no matter what, it's a messy launch, even if all the emails aren't written, even if the sales page isn't done, and you just send them straight to a calendar booking page. Like, your first launch always has to be messy, because then we've just got things we plug in as we go along the way. It doesn't have to go straight to offer. It can go straight to calendar. And then if you're not sure how to sell, I'll give you the script on what to say. Can you do that?
I guess I need to understand what my launch is going to consist of, so that I can know how much work I'm going to do, and what then I can that will help me set the date.
Why don't you just set a date?
Well, I already have. It's marked May 16th.
Okay.
That's not going to happen.
You're probably pushing it because we haven't seen all of the documentation come in yet.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you need to set a date, but then also remember, you're going to earn while you learn, and you're never going to know it all when you first launch. It'll be real messy, and that's okay. You need to be okay with being messy. You saw a lot of mistakes that happened through our launch still. Things didn't go out. Emails didn't go out. The sales emails didn't fire properly. Text messages didn't go out right. The bot broke. Like, it's always going to be messy, and just do it anyway. Do it messy. Because the thing is you turn up and run the training, right? Even if there's one person there, you now have run the training. So you can work on that training next time. And then instead of building out some of the, like what you're going to teach, now we can focus on traffic sources because you already know what you're going to teach. So
I don't. See, that's part of what I'm struggling with.
Yeah. You've got to work through those three main sections of the school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll do your messaging, you'll do your offer, and then got to do your live launch information, all of your live event stuff. When you do those three major phases, you will know what you're going to do.
Trust the process.
Trust
right?
the process. We even build all the tech for you now. You don't even have to build the tech anymore. And not that it's hard for you because you can do the tech, but you don't even have to build the tech. You just have to do what only you can do. Messaging, offer, and then pull out of the offer the thing you're going to teach. The rest of it, we've got the emails, we've got the automation, we've got the landing, we've got it all. Kat's going to build it for you. You just have to do the doing of the things that only you can do.
Okay.
You got this. You do. It's that scary thing, right? Then what?
Yeah.
Well, always fixing, measuring and optimizing, always. Always measure and optimize. But let's get through that build phase so we can move you out of that. Liz, welcome, Liz. This is Liz's first official Mentoring with Sally session. Yay! Welcome to the Sparkle world and to your first mentoring session. How are you?
I'm good. I had some internet problems, so I got here late.
That's
so I
okay.
didn't hear the whole spiel.
Oh, that's all right. What did you hear? Was there anything from what you heard that you've taken away so far?
I think just on being confident with the process, that it works. And like today, I put some posts, for messages and stuff and getting some things, and I haven't got any responses. And I'm like, you're going to get responses. I did a coaching session for myself. Don't be patient. Keep trying. Don't give up. It's only the first day. So
yes. So I usually set a goal for your research project for message mining, 10 a day, all right? Minimum 10 a day. Because if you do 10 a day, that's 70 in a week. And someone's got to say yes. It's just the law of averages. Like it's a whole proven thing. It's the law of averages. You should get, 1 in every 10. So once you've done 70, you would hope to have 7. But hey, it might take you 100 to get your 10. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes you get lots and lots of nothings. Just be and the amount of places that you can post, it's like so many. Like you'll never run out of places to post 10 a day. So yeah, that's kind of, we call it the 10 by 10 rule. So you join 10 groups a day and you post in 10 groups a day, but you do it slow. So you don't just go join, 10 done, because you'll go to jail. Looks like a spammer then, and they'll stop you from joining groups. Just join, go and manually type the next post, then go and join. So, just spread them out throughout the day. If you've never been to jail, you'll be fine. If you're like me, I've been to jail a long time, lots of times. Your time in jail does get extended every time you go to jail. But yeah, set that little mini goal for yourself. And you've already got I don't have your notes in front of me, but you already have a fairly decent offer already. I think I said to you, you can move into the office staff while you're working on the messaging. Definitely start working through that as well, because that's going to also speed up the process for you.
And what about groups that say like no marketing, no research, no, the in their group?
Yeah, find another one. Yeah, find another one. There's plenty. There's hundreds and thousands and millions of groups. Like when I started joining groups, I would go in, say you went into Melbourne, okay? And there are how many, or even wherever you are, how many different suburbs and little mini cities in the larger region. Type in that word and the word notice board, community board, and you will never run out of notice boards and community boards to join. So, and those places let you post because they're a notice board and a community. The ones where you're going into like buy, swap and sells and you're going into like entrepreneurial, some of the entrepreneurial groups, those entrepreneurial groups are usually run by an entrepreneur who's trying to sell their stuff. Right? So stay away. Like you can go into some of them you can pay to be part of and post in as well. Some of the larger ones, but you've really got to work the algorithm inside the larger groups. It's not just a matter of just posting either. You've got to be engaged and be commenting and posting and liking and hearting and all the things in those groups. So like notice boards and community boards and all of those types of things. You know, if you do your 10 a day, there'll be some people out there that are interested.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. Well, what we might do is, because we're heading into dark, we're going to go into dark in a minute. I'm actually just going to share with everybody else out there what we do when we do our goals. Right, there we go. Thank you very much, guys. No sound, no sound. I tell you, Kat, seriously, honey, it's one of those days. I don't know why today is messing everything up. All right, let's try this one again. So this is for Joyce to edit and put inside of the Academy. Every single week inside of the Freedom Funnel Academy, and you'll find this post that goes up inside of the Facebook group. You'll see this little rocket. See this rocket right here? That post will come up. It usually has a different quote on each week, but this little rocket post will go up on a Monday, Melbourne, or a Sunday if you're in America. And what we want you to do is we want you to put up 3 to 5 of your non-negotiable tasks. So your income producing tasks that you must absolutely do to ensure that your business is growing. Now, this doesn't mean that I want you to neglect your personal health, okay, your mindset work, all of those things. You can do those, but this particular post, this one is for your non-negotiables for why you hired us, why you're working with us, okay? So I want you to number them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 if you're going to do 5. Then what I want you to do is I want you to choose and say, what is the category for the goal? So is it a marketing goal? Okay. Is it a sales goal? Is it some education that you need to do, right, inside of our program? Or are you creating something? So that's innovation. Now, I would like you to stay away from any extra innovation and creating new things that are not related to our program, because our program is going to get you to that 6 and 7 figure mark. It's going to help you hire your next or first or next staff member, right? So that you can then spend more time innovating when you can hire yourself out of the jobs that you don't want to do. All right, so you'll set those a marketing goal, and there has to be a sales goal and a marketing goal in there, okay? Because we're not growing a business unless we're marketing and selling. And then I want you to also include a benchmark. So a benchmark is usually a number or a due by date, Okay. So for example, I'm going to contact 10 people to book 3 sales calls. Okay. So give yourself a number. And then if you're doing the education side, it might be complete message mining and submit to the expert coach to be assessed. So you've got to benchmark, not just do it, but what is the final thing you need to do to say that is done. Tick the box, I've achieved that goal. All right, so that's what you'll be doing every single week. Now, if you would like to have help doing this, every single, most except for during launches, we run a Monday, or so on Monday, it's Monday in America, it's Tuesday in Australia. It's called Mentoring with Sally session that you can attend. So I teach for a little bit, and then in the second hour, we actually go dark and we set these goals together, and then we report to each other, and then we go and we post underneath this post inside of the Facebook group. Now, if you're not in the Accelerator program, but you are still an elite, you can still do this. Okay, this is a really important goal, because when you comment on this on Friday, I'm going to tag you and ask you, how did you go with each of the goals that you set? So I'm your accountability partner. And then the next Monday, because you posted the week before, we will tag you to remind you to do your goals again. So we get this like ongoing cycle of we're tagging you, you're submitting, Friday we're tagging you, and following up. So if you really want to be accountable, make sure that you do submit your goals each and every week. All right, there we go. So that is to go in the school. Please let Joyce know that it's in this video. Awesome. All right, let us come back and let's see if anybody out there in the live stream has asked any questions. So if you've got any questions, please drop a Q in the chat box, and feel free to ask me a question. Let's have a look here. Let me make sure my sound's on. Yes, it's on. Yay. Angela, you are teaching. We've discussed this. You are teaching. You're teaching people about what it is you can help them with, right? And then you're educating them about your service and how you can help them. And then maybe you're educating them about the amazing places they could go and all the different things that they could do in the different locations. You are teaching people stuff. You're educating them with your service, how you can serve them. I know you're a travel agent, so talk about all the different locations. You know, what is it like if they're in the rainforest? Where can they go? What can they do? Ever thought about having the most magical wedding on a deserted island? Like all of the things. You are teaching people stuff, okay? I know we've discussed this in the past, and you keep going back to the physical product. You are what makes the product different, and how you help and serve them. You can't force them to buy your stuff, but you can continue to give them resources, educate them, teach them amazing things. So the next time they want to plan their dream wedding or they want to have their dream holiday, you stay front of mind because you're always showing up, teaching people something, and you'll stay front of mind, tip of tongue. All right? Yes? Okay. I love it. Excellent. Awesome. All right. Any other questions out there? I can see lots of eyeballs on. We've only got 5 more minutes before we finish up and go dark with the rest of the group. And then anyone out there on the live stream, I know there's a few of the VIPs that prefer to watch the live stream on the live, and then they come into the VIP room to do all the work later. All right, let me have a look here. I have a question. That market my money with text bills to living. I'm really unsure what you're saying. I'm not 100% sure what you're saying. I have a question to market my money with text bills to living. I'm not actually really sure. Anybody else in the VIP room know what that might mean? No, lots of no. I'm actually not really sure what it is that you're asking there. Sorry. And I see that you've asked it a few times, but the same thing. Angela says, I've got a similar issue as Sarah. I don't want to do it all because of the lack of trust of others. Yeah, you've just got to do it. You've just got to put it out there. The thing is, if somebody says no, what changes? Nothing. Everything stays exactly the same as it is right now. But if somebody says yes, think of all the amazing things that could happen. So you've just got to put it out there. You've got to get your ask into gear and ask people, tell people about what it is that you do. Because can I be totally honest with you and everybody else that's here? It would be wrong of you not to share your gift with the world. Not for you, for the people that you aren't helping right now that really, really want and need your help. So get out there, share your inner sparkle with the world. You will transform lives. You will help so many people. And if you're following me, let me know in the chat, and even the VIPs. If you're here, it's because you want to help people, right? You want to transform lives, right? That's why you're following me. I can't teach you how to make candles or surf. I just fall flat on my face. But if you're here, it's because you have a gift, you have a skill, you have something deep inside your soul that you really want to use to help others. And the only way to do that is to put yourself out there. All right, you've got to do it. It would be wrong of you not to. You have an amazing talent. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you everybody for joining me today. Now, before you leave, if you want to get behind the scenes and actually see what it takes to run $1 million business and scale other people's businesses using live events, okay, all sorts of live events, from live webinars, live streaming, live challenges, boot camps, all the things, but just teaching people live stuff, right? If you want to learn how to scale and grow a business and attract people using live events, and then sell them into your courses, memberships, coaching programs, then I would love you to send me a message, okay? We will have a chat. Let me help you get crystal clear that you are working on the things that are super important, building one bridge rather than trying to build 1,000 different things. If you focus on one thing, you will actually grow and scale faster. So if you would like to get behind the scenes to actually see what it is that we do, then I want you to go to sparkleclassacademy.com, and I'm actually going to type it in here and change that little thing down the bottom to this address, sparkleclassacademy.com/BTS. All right, come and join us. We're running a live session next week in this time slot. Okay, so if you would like to get registered so that you don't miss the live and get a look behind the scenes at what it takes to grow and scale a 6- and 7-figure business, then this will be the perfect thing for you. All right, guys, I'll see you all in whichever live I'm on next. Who knows? I pop up all over the place, but I'm here at the same time most Mondays or Tuesdays, depending on where you are in the world. And as always, guys, never let anyone dull your sparkle, and I will see you on the next live.